So these delectable little eggs belong to my Dendrobates leucomelas. They're about a week old. Dart frog eggs take 12 to 18 days to hatch. Let's take a closer look at them. So here is a closer look at the dart frog eggs. We can see that there is a line at the center of the egg that is basically their spine and tail beginning to form. So as the cells divide, the embryo will take on a recognizable C shape. In a few more days, the gill filaments will form, and then when the tadpole is ready to hatch, it will release an enzyme to basically break down the egg membrane so it can free itself. So dart frog parents will periodically return to the eggs to provide them moisture and water. Dart frogs like to lay on very flat, glossy leaves. So when you are breeding dart frogs, most breeders like to use petri dishes. So when incubating your eggs outside of the enclosure, you'll want to make sure that you periodically spray them with distilled or RO water so they don't dry out. So as far as an incubation chamber for your eggs, I'll be using this critter keeper. I fill the bottom with just some dirt, ABG mix, leaves. I sprayed the bottom to keep the humidity up, and then you will just basically put your eggs in the container and cover them up. So here is the next stage in development. I have tadpoles. These guys are about a month old, I would say. They're pretty big. As far as setting up a tadpole rearing container, you will just need a cup or deli container, some RO or distilled water. You'll put a little bit of Java moss and Indian almond leaf, and basically you only need to feed them maybe 3 times a week. So the Java moss and the Indian almond leaf serve a purpose. The Indian almond leaf provides a little bit of antifungal and antibacterial properties. The Java moss provides a little bit of oxygen and filtration for your cup. As far as water temperature, you will use basically aquarium fish conditions in the 70s. 77 degrees is the perfect temperature for dart frog tadpoles, as they can tolerate 65 to 80 degrees, but the higher the temperature, the faster they will develop. Tadpoles need longer to develop, so if you do keep them at higher temperatures, they might be weaker. Dart frogs kept at lower temperatures have more opportunities to grow and develop stronger. Here's just another look, an overview of the dart frog tadpoles. So the majority of dart frog tadpoles will need to be reared separately in individual containers. So dart frog tadpoles are cannibalistic. They will compete with each other. You can keep some species of tadpoles together. Typically, the dart frogs that do well in groups can have their tadpoles also reared in groups. But it's a safer bet just to keep your tadpoles separately, so that they don't have any competition and they'll grow better. I'm currently feeding these tadpoles Spirulina 20 fish food flakes. They're really great fish food. Spirulina is some sort of plankton-rich protein. It's great for goldfish. It's great for African cichlids and other aquarium fish. You can also use They have a Rapashi Soylent Green, which is a really popular choice for feeding your frogs, your tadpoles. So as far as metamorphosis, the rear legs of the frog will begin to form around 6 weeks or so. Front legs will develop simultaneously, but on the inside of the frog. So once the front legs do come out, the tadpoles will stop eating and their gill slits will begin to close up, and the frog will begin to breathe air. At this time, you want to make sure that there is a way for the dart frog to transition out of the water. So you will have to turn your cup on the side at an angle, so it will give the froglet an opportunity to climb out. If you don't turn the cup on the side, your frog runs the risk of actually drowning. Once completely out of the water, froglets should be removed to a grow-out terrarium. So once your froglets come out of water, you want to move them into a nursery bin. Here I have an art bin that I converted into a mini terrarium. So I really like these art bins. They have these top opening hinged lids. And then in here I have some Phyllobates terribilis orange blackfoots. I don't currently have any Leucomella juvenile froglets at this time. The setup for this enclosure is really simple. Just a little bit of leca on the bottom, some ABG mix, and just very light planting. I have a varicosum and just leaf litter, and I do have a little water dish just in case. These guys are about 4 months old. See if I can get a closer look at them. They're kind of all hiding. There is 3 here. So I'll keep them in the nursery bin for about, I would say maybe 2 or 3 more months, and then I'll move them into their final enclosure. So basically, that's the life stages of a dart frog in a nutshell, from egg to tadpole to juvenile stage. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video interesting, please like and subscribe for more.